If you want to start earning from your expertise and become a course creator or online coach or start your own communities, you need to have this one core thing, and that's either a course or a coaching community to sell. Now, this may seem straightforward, and especially since some people have really started to push this get rich quick. You may have seen the ads or the different videos of always, get AI to create your course and then just put up a couple of Instagram videos and you'll just see that instant flows of money coming into your business. That's not what I'm talking about here. For many of people like me who have been in this industry and have built real legitimate week-on-week businesses where we're seeing anywhere from tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars in our business every single month. We take this really, really seriously. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to take you through the framework that I use when I'm looking at creating a new course. Because I know it's really, really easy just to say, just write out the lessons, create your modules, and then your course is done. But I do know that a lot of people get stuck. And I know for me, I had to really reach out to people that had done this before. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to take you through the process that I do when I create a new course. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm actually just updating one of the courses for my other brands at the moment. So I thought that this would be a great learning lesson to show you the steps that I use to create my courses. Now, just in case we haven't met yet, my name is Aaron Young and I'm from Seven Figure Coaching. And what I'm teaching you here is the lessons that I learned in creating my own seven-figure business through my other channels. You may have seen me on YouTube. We also do Google Ads coaching. And what I do here in this episode, in this brand, Seven Figure Coaching, is all about teaching you how we created our own seven-figure business. And if you're just at the start of your journey and you want to learn how you can create your own courses and how you can then monetize them, I want you to follow the link in the description below, or check the show notes and you can get access to my course creation checklist. Or if you're just listening to the audio version, just go to sevenfigurecoaching.co/start. That's sevenfigurecoaching.co/start and you can get all the information there. There's going to be 3 steps that I'm going to be taking you through. And the first part is how will you plan your course? The second part is all about recording your course, including the different presentation options, and then also uploading your course platform. So let's start with planning your course. Now, we are going to be going over to a screen share. So if you're listening to the audio only version, I would recommend that you switch over to the video version because you're going to get a lot more out of this. So let me share the screen so I can take you through how you go about actually planning your course. For me, it starts with asking this core question. That is, what are the core learnings that I need to teach people? And the way that you think about this is I've always thought about creating a course like a Google map. I don't have really good directions at all when it comes to driving. Just ask my wife. I've got a terrible sense of direction. That's why I love Google Maps, because I put in where I am now and then I put the destination of where I want to go to, and Google just gives me the most important steps. So, turn left here, go on this road for 4 kilometers, take the second exit on the next roundabout. Those core steps of what I need to know. And that's the first part that you need to think about. What are the core learnings that I need to teach people? As I said, at the moment, I'm updating one of my courses for my other channel, another brand, which is all about teaching people Google Ads. So what I did is I just quickly wrote down the 10 core steps, which is, how Google works, the different types of campaigns, creating your Google Ads strategy, keyword research, ad copy, landing pages, conversion tracking, setting up your campaigns, how to optimize your campaigns, and then different Google Ads strategies. And that's the 10 modules of my course. Done. If you were trying to teach someone how they would sell their house, you could have a module around how the real estate selling process works. You then know that you'd have to teach them how to get their house ready for sale, different pricing strategies, running open homes and advertising campaigns, and then the negotiation process. Or if you were teaching someone how to go out fishing for the first time and try to catch a certain type of fish, you would then go through, the gear that you need, the different strategies that you need to use, the different techniques, the different bait, what weather. You're putting out there the core things that you need to teach. So we're not getting too detailed yet. We're just giving the core areas that you need to teach. And once you've done that, they're the different modules that you've got. The next question is, what are the individual topics I need to focus on to teach these core learnings? The first question you're asking yourself is, what are the core learnings that I need to teach people? The second part is, what are the individual topics I need to focus on to teach those core learnings? And these are your lessons. So you can see that first question is all about the different modules. Second one is all about the lessons. And then what you can do from here is you can see what I've done. Once again, for people who are watching the video version of this episode, you can see here that I've got a table and I've put in all of my different table of contents. Then we've got our individual lessons. And this is where we're going into a little bit further. So for the course that I'm planning at the moment, how Google Ads works is my module. The different lessons are, understanding the algorithm, how the auction process works, what targeting options have you got, the different language you need to understand. We've got another lesson which is all about keyword research and targeting. And then that's the module, keyword research and targeting. The lessons are keyword research done right, how to do your keyword research, how to build your different campaigns and ad groups with the Google Ads Planner. Once again, what we're doing there is those first two steps. What are the core learnings that you need to teach someone? And then what are the individual topics? And then what I've done from there is you can see from here, I've got all of my different modules and all of my different lessons, and that's the course. So the first thing that you're doing is you're going through and planning out what do we actually need to teach on. So the first step is planning out, asking those two core questions. What are the core learnings? And then what do we need to teach so that people can understand those core learnings? And then from there, it's a matter of us going through and starting to create the course documents. Now, when we talk about the different presentation styles of a course, there's probably three main presentation styles. The first one is a video only. So for example, what we're doing now, and I know that there's many course creators that will book out a studio or book a camera team to come into their own office or their own house, and they'll sit in front of a camera and just teach their course. So there's no screen sharing, it's just them just talking to the camera like I'm doing now. Then there's a hybrid version where you are talking to the camera. So there's a video version, but then you are also doing screen shares, or if it is something like technical where you need to just show them there, you're actually showing them through and taking them through the task. For example, if you're teaching someone how to complete different woodwork tasks, so you might be showing someone how to build a deck. Obviously, you'd need some video there, and it would be a little bit more technical in showing it. So there's the option where it's the video only, and then there's the option where it's video, but also some different presentations. So you might actually have some different presentation materials that you've got together. That's the hybrid method. Third option, where it's just the presentation only. And this is what I use for all of my courses. So when I showed you that screen share before of all of the different modules and lessons, with those lessons, I'm creating them in a PowerPoint presentation. And then when it comes to recording my course, I'm just talking over the top of that PowerPoint presentation. So within my courses, I do record an introduction, but in the actual course format that we're using, you don't see my face at all. It's just you listening to my voice. I'm talking you through PowerPoint presentations. And some of those courses that I've created have now earned me individual courses alone well over $250,000, $300,000. So don't feel like your course has to be this overproduced masterpiece. Remembering at the core of what we're trying to achieve as course creators is, remember that example I gave of the Google Maps direction. We're wanting to take them from where they are now to where they need to be. And for me, personally, I find in a lot of niches, the most powerful way that you can do that is just by putting together a really clear PowerPoint presentation and talking over the top of that. Now, the way that we do that, I just use a screen grabbing tool. So you could use anything like Loom. I'm in another system called Riverside now. I've even created some of my courses just off QuickTime Player. And as I said, it's purely me walking them through the different steps in a PowerPoint presentation. And so that I can really give a visual representation of this, let's jump into another screen share. And this is one of my courses. This is a course that we've got for our own brand here. And as you can see, we've just got our different modules, our different lessons, all down the left here. Let me just go into one of these lessons. And as you can see from here, I'll just turn off the sound so we're not hearing double talk, but it's just me talking over a PowerPoint presentation that we'd put together. So it doesn't have to be an over the top produced product. It can be as simple as that. You talking over the top of a PowerPoint. The core thing that you really need to focus on there is the quality of the information that you're teaching. And if you're providing high value teaching, people are going to find value in your courses and your online coaching programs. And then this comes to the third and final step of uploading your courses to a different course creation platform. Now, with this one, there are so many different options out there. Me personally, I use Kajabi because I've just found it to be a great user-friendly platform. I will say with this, I do find some people get really dogmatic about it and they're like, this is the only one that you can use. But what I am going to do is that I am going to also show you where you can access some training so that if you do want to use Kajabi, so that you can go through the step-by-step process of creating your own course. So thank you for joining me. My name is Aaron Young from Seven Figure Coaching. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here. And if you do want to see some more information about how you can use Kajabi to create your own course platforms, why don't you go and see my show notes so that you can get all that information there. Thanks for joining me. See ya.